What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with another Minor League Monday today. Today we're switching it up. I'm not choosing the prospect. These packs are going to tell us which prospect we're going to be breaking down today. Well, technically, I will still be choosing it, but these packs are going to be choosing them. We're going to rip these packs, and I'm either going to break down the top prospect that we pull or the most intriguing, maybe one that is not as valuable or as highly ranked that I am very high on, and that's what we're going to do today. So with the minor league season getting closer, you guys, opening days on May 4th, you know, I'm getting a little stumped on these minor league Mondays. Like, I can't keep telling people to buy these prospects, break down this player. I've gone through a majority of my list, or pretty much all of my list of prospects that, you know, like, I'm sold on. Like, these guys are going to be studs. So I came up with this idea. You know, I used to play MLB The Show a lot. I don't play as much anymore, but something popular on there is pack and play. And that's where I got the idea from. Basically, you open up packs on the game, and then you use those cards that you pull. So we're going to do something similar today. We're going to open these up. We have a 2019 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. This is only half of the pack, though. So this does not have the guaranteed one chrome prospect auto in it. This is the bottom half of the pack. So the top half of the pack always has the auto. This is the bottom half. Usually has a color of some sort. So that's what I'm going for here. I've actually never opened up any 2019 Bowman Draft before, so this is awesome. There's 60 cards in this thing. Like, look how thick this is. If you're not familiar with Super Jumbo, ridiculous. So many cards in this. I'm really hoping for some prospects I don't own. I actually don't own any Andrew Vaughn cards really at all. So I hope I get something Andrew Vaughn just to add to the collection. But the 2019 class is ridiculous. We might get some Adley, CJ Abrams, Riley Green. Just a really fun 2019 draft class. Like, it's an insane product. Same with this one, though. 2018 Bowman Draft Asia edition. We opened one in the last pack opening we did. We pulled a Gold Jazz Chisholm. But the 2018 class is ridiculous, too. You have Jared Kelenic, Casey Mize, Alec Baum. Just some really, really good draft class, both 2018 and 2019. Honestly, it's impossible for me to choose which one I like more because I like them both so much. 2018 is nice, though. I really like that 2018 class. 2019 is great, too. CJ Abrams, obsessed with him. So that's what we're going to do today, you guys. We're just going to open these up, hopefully go kind of quick on the pack opening, and then break down, just like any other minor league Monday, either the top ranked prospect based off of the MLB pipeline, or, you know, maybe I don't pull anyone big, and I have to go with an intriguing prospect. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's do it. All right, we're going to go with 2018 Asia first, just because we did this last week. Save the 2019 for the end. So let's go through this thing and see what we get. So with the Asia edition, there's 3 Mojo refractors, and hopefully a color we'll see. It's a jumbo pack, so there's 32 cards, so we have a decent amount of chrome. Looks like we have a sparkle. Maybe there's just a Mojo. See some refractors in there. So I guess we'll see. I don't see any color, though. So last time, our best pull was probably that Jazz Gold. But we also got like a Jared Kelenic paper, which is nice. So we'll see what we get here. Just because I don't own any Jared Kelenic, that was fun. So it's a Met. Wrong Met, though. Carlos Cortez. Justin Dunn. Joe Jocks. And how we're going to do these is I'm going to have a Bowman first pile. And then any prospect I think is interesting, it's going to go in its own thing. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brusdar Graterol, Justin Jarvis, Royce Lewis, Cody Deason, Ryan Weathers. Really like Ryan Weathers. He's good. I'm going to put him in the intriguing pile. Matt Verling, Lenny Torres, Ryan Mountcastle. I actually think Lenny Torres is an interesting prospect. He was the first round draft pick in 2018 for the Indians. He's the 41st overall pick. That organization can absolutely develop pitchers. It's ridiculous. Jesus Sanchez, Trevor Stephan. Again, still in the paper right now. Matt Mercer. Jonathan India. Okay, I can put him in there. He's still technically a prospect. I like India. He's off to a really good start in the pros. Alex McKenna, Connor Scott. And I consider him still a prospect. Usually I don't consider him prospects, but Jonathan India, if he ever goes into a slump, like, he might get brought down. Like, I don't think he's a for sure up in the majors right now. He's just playing really well. Sixto, love me some Sixto. Alfonso Rivas, Logan Gilbert, he's a good little pitching prospect. Brendan McKay, Mason Denneberg, again, pretty interesting. All right, now we're into our Bowman Chrome. So no one really big for the paper. Justin Jarvis, Jordan Groshans. Really like Jordan Groshans. I actually already have a video of him. So that's a nice pull. I like that. Elliot Ramos, very interesting prospect. I like Elliot Ramos a lot. Here we have some kind of insert of Tristan Cassis. I also already have a video on him. Really like him a lot. So we have a refractor coming up of Royce Lewis. And then are we into our mojos? No, we got another one. Ezekiel Pagan. This is actually someone I don't know much about. I'm going to put him aside. It's a refractor. It's a first. He's a Cub. Big market there. I'm going to put this aside. I need to look into him before I make my decision. We got our mojo refractors up next. We got 3 of them. Anthony Siegler. You know, if this was 2018, this would be a big one. This was our first round draft pick that year. And he's a catcher. He was pretty much drafted to replace Gary Sanchez, I felt like. So that's a cool card. He still might pan out. You never know. Definitely hasn't put the huge impact they thought maybe he would, but interesting. We got another first of Braden Fisher. And then our last mojo, last card is going to be Shane McClanahan. So this pack was actually really fun. So we got a Jordan Groshans base, we got Anthony Siegler mojo, and we got Shane McClanahan. This dude is going to be really good. Like, really good. Shane McClanahan absolutely deals. And he showed it in spring training. Like, his stuff is there. This is their first rounder. So similar to Lenny Torres, the Rays organization is ridiculous. So this was their first rounder 2018. Like, Shane McClanahan, I think he's going to be special. And now to decide who I want to break down. So my pick so far is Shane McClanahan, just because I think he's really good. Like, really good. I know I don't do pitchers a lot. Siegler, I'm going to pass on him for now. I'll put Ezekiel Pagan there because I don't know anything about him. If I didn't have a video on him already, I would be doing Jordan Groshans. I really like Jordan Groshans. I think he might be the best hitter in this whole draft class. I think he might be. He's really good. All right, sleeve them up. Leading Shane McClanahan. This Ezekiel Pagan, I just looked on the back of the card. He's their 13th round pick in 2018. So he could definitely qualify for the most intriguing. So I still have to look into his numbers. I'll do that at the end if we don't pull anyone crazy out of this. So 2019 Bowman Draft now. This is the bottom half of a super jumbo. So we're going to get 60 cards in this. And hopefully a nice color. It's just such a fat stack of cards. Look at that. Lots of chrome in this stuff too, which is awesome. Looks like a sky blue might be our best color, potentially. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to try to phase out the paper first. I don't open Bowman Supers very often. There's paper there, and then there's paper on the back. All right. The rest is chrome. I don't know what order to really go in. Looks like there's some black stuff there, but I think those might be inserts. Fernandez, Hayden Weneski, Jackson Kowar, Evan Edwards, Sammy Ciani, Eric Pardino, Blake Walston, George Kirby. He's a top prospect. He made the top 100 list this year. Keone Cavaco. I think he was their first rounder that year. Yep, first rounder, 19. Howard Abreu. Nick Lodolo, first rounder. I think Nick Lodolo is going to be a special pitcher too. Dre Jameson, DL Hall, Yordis Valdez, Tommy Henry, JJ Goss, Braden Shoemaker. Nothing crazy yet. Wander. It's paper, but it's Wander. Evan Fitterer. CJ Abrams, nice. I already have a video out on him. I'll try to tag all those videos. So awesome there. I'll put that aside just because I love me some CJ Abrams. Andre Palante. Corbin Carroll. I actually really like Corbin Carroll. I refuse to do any breakdowns on any D-backs prospects. If you ever wonder why I haven't, I refuse to because I don't want to jinx them. They never pan out. And I'm not going to hype up someone that might not pan out as a D-backs fan. Zach Thompson. Cameron Misner. Cameron Cannon, Jemai Jones, Ryan Nelson, Logan Gilbert, and Alec Marsh. All right. This was like a 50, I think I paid $50 for this pack, or $55 because there's no auto. So like a nice Bowman Chrome would be cool. Peyton Burdick, look at that right there. This is one I'm going to put aside because this is on my long shot prospects, Peyton Burdick. I included him in my last video. Eric Yang, Jamari Baylor, Ryan Weathers, Ethan Hankins, Jake Sanford, Ryan Garcia. And then I'm going to skip to these back here, just because I don't know what that black is. Usually I don't do back-to-back inserts, but maybe they will. Greg Jones, Brewer Hicklin, Hunter Bishop, ASU, Kyle McCann, Riley Green, let's go. I already got a video on him, but I really do like the Bowman Chrome base. I'll take that. Glenn Allen Hill Jr., Brandon Williamson, Mateo Gill, Ryan Costello, Gray Kessinger, Jose Devers. We have a Nassam Nunez, and then let's see what these are. So we got one insert and then two inserts. So it was two inserts in a row. Neither numbered, so disappointing there. I was definitely hoping for a color out of one of these packs. Usually Super Jumbo gives you something, but two inserts, I don't know if that's weird or what, but that is a little unfortunate. So as far as pack opening goes, really happy with those two base cards, but these are the three players we're looking at. And let me look up Ezekiel Pagan real quick before we make our final decision. All right, so I just looked up Ezekiel Pagan. Actually had a decent year in 2019. For a 13th rounder, I would say he had a phenomenal year, but nothing too crazy. Between Shane McClanahan, Peyton Burdick, this is tough. This is really tough because he's on my long shot prospects, but I really want to break down McClanahan because I think he's actually like really, really good. But who wants to talk about a pitcher? Nobody. We're going to talk about Peyton Burdick today, you guys. Again, I do think Shane McClanahan is unbelievable and definitely would recommend maybe picking up some of his stuff on the cheap. But we're going to break down Peyton Burdick. I included him on my long shot prospect list, and I'm going to show you guys why. Let's talk about him. Let's do this thing, you guys. Peyton Burdick, Miami Marlins, third-round pick in 2019. I'm going to start it off with a home run he hit in spring training. Take note of who's pitching. Peyton Burdick hit a home run off of Jack Flaherty, you guys, and I do think that's important to talk about just right off the bat. You see all these prospects hit home runs in spring training, but normally they're off just absolutely random pitchers. Like in most cases, so many random guys pitch at spring training. Hitting a home run off the Cardinals ace and arguably one of the best pitchers in the NL. Yeah, that's important. That is really good to note. Let's jump into some more Peyton Burdick. Let's talk about his stats, see how the scouts grade him. The normal things we do on this channel on Minor League Monday. Let's do it. All right, you guys, Peyton Burdick is the Miami Marlins number 14 prospect, clearly out of the top 100, but he's intriguing. He's very intriguing to me, and he's extremely cheap when it comes to his sports cards, and we're going to break it down for you guys. So 14th overall for the Marlins. He's 24 years old, so he did go to college. He's a little bit older. More than likely going to debut next year at age 25, which, I don't think that's that bad. Aaron Judge debuted at 25. Plenty of players have debuted at 25 that have made an impact in this league, but the scouts grade him pretty well. For a third rounder, I actually think this is a high ranking. So hit 45, a little lower than you'd like to see. Power 55, great. Run 50, great. Arm 55, awesome. And fielding 50. So like a very solid defensive outfielder as far as grades with a ton of power. Like an absurd amount of power. And I'm going to show you guys just how big Peyton Burdick is. The 6 foot 205, I don't think does him any justice. Does that look like 6 foot 205? Like, my Lord. I'm not even going to lie. Someone posted this on Twitter, and I saw this picture, and I bought his cards without even looking. Luckily, he ended up being a decent prospect. We're going to jump into his stats here in a second, but the dude's massive and obviously has a great work ethic. All right, let's jump into his stats, you guys. Peyton Burdick, he went to Wright State. So honestly, a pretty random college, and he did pretty good there. Not a huge deal. His last year in 2019, did really well, hit 407 with a 1200 OPS, hit 15 home runs on top of that. Really, really just broke out, and that's probably why he ended up getting drafted out of that college. But I think he surprised a lot of people. He was one of those people in the 2019 draft who I think got the most screwed out of anyone because anyone in that draft class pretty much only played a short season. He had 69 games in 2019 between A-ball and low A. We're going to focus on A-ball just because he only played 6 games in low A. But 63 games at A-ball, you guys hit 307. Love it. 408 on base percentage. Love that. Absolutely love that. 542 slugging. Love it. 950 OPS. Outstanding first year. You know, I'll get a lot of people in my comments to say he's a college player playing against high school players, blah, 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 blah. He's older than most in A-ball, but maybe that can be true for some, but he's also not playing in rookie ball. He's playing in A-ball. So impressive for me. I really do think so. On top of that, he hit 10 home runs in 63 games. Really impressive, especially going from metal bat to wood bat from the college to pro level. And what's most impressive is this dude can walk. 32 walks in 63 games. Very important for me personally when looking at a prospect. That's huge. That's gigantic. So a really good and surprising year in 2019 for Peyton Burdick, I would say. So he did end up playing in spring training this year. He played 12 games. He only got 14 plate appearances. So very intermediate playing time, just some pinch hits here and there. So not enough to get in a groove, but you know, this is what he ended up doing. He did hit a home run. He hit that home run off Jack Flaherty. He hit 100. He went 1 for 10. You know, I've seen a lot worse in spring training. 357 on base percentage because he walked 3 times. So ended up with a 357 on base percentage. You know, not a lot to look into, but he showed that he can still draw a walk and he can still hit for power. So I think that's important to note. So my biggest takeaways from this is the scouts grade him 45 hit. I honestly disagree with it because his plate presence and approach seems to be really good. To be able to draw that many walks, like I'd probably grade him a 50, maybe a 55 just because how often he walks. Like that's very impressive. Again, we only have 1 year to go off of, but very impressive stuff. Let's jump into his sports cards. I'm going to show you guys why he was on my long shot prospect list. Basically because he's pretty good, but look how cheap his cards are, you guys. Let's jump into it. So we're going to start with his graded stuff, and then we're going to jump into some raw stuff afterwards, you guys. PSA 10, Bowman Chrome, $31. Love that. Graded cards in general right now are getting more and more expensive, especially with PSA grading fees going up. Just slabs are just the most popular thing in the world right now. Everyone wants them, and I get it. I want them too. So the prices, they're a little more demanding. We'll get into his raw stuff in a little bit, but base auto right here, $140, PSA 10. And these prices fluctuate a lot. So refractor auto PSA 10 went for $99 there, so $55 cheaper with just a 7-day difference. PSA 10 Sparkle, $65. There's not a lot of Peyton Burdick stuff out there, especially graded. So let's take that for note, but there's some prices there. All right, so this is why I actually like Peyton Burdick. His prices are ridiculous. So base, Bowman Chrome right now, you can get under $5 easily. This one sold for $3. Refractor right here sold for 99 cents. Like, you can get Peyton Burdick stuff really cheap, and that's why I like him. He's a low-risk prospect for me. When I say long shot prospect, you know, he's kind of a long shot to be like an absolute star in MLB, but his stuff is so cheap that I want to put money towards him just in case, you know? Like, if I lose $3, if I lose 99 cents, if I lose even his purple auto, if I lost $55 on a purple auto, like, I wouldn't, like, be kicking myself for that. I'd be like, you know what? That was worth the risk. Sparkle, $10.50. Gold refractor, $41. Purple Bowman Chrome, $15. I actually bought one of these off of ComC, you guys, for $11. I had it in my last mail day video. It's actually really good timing on this Peyton Burdick stuff. Sky Blue, $7. I think I bought one off of ComC as well for like $7. So very good pricing there. $3 again. The base stuff's just dirt cheap. Absolutely dirt cheap. Under $5, I'm buying all day on Peyton Burdick. $125, like, love that price. $10, Sky Blue again, another cheap base, another cheap refractor. Under $5 for base. If you can get the refractor around $5 too, sign me up. Super cheap. I recommend throwing some money at them just in case, you know? But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Longer than usual, for sure. Let me know what you guys think of this type of video. Did you like how I ripped the packs plus talked about a player? Peyton Burdick, again, I've said it a couple times in this video now. He's a long shot prospect for me. You know, he's someone I think is a good player. He's a long shot to really be a star in the MLB, but his stuff is super cheap. Like, extremely cheap, and I find him extremely intriguing. So much power out of Peyton Burdick. Really good athlete, and the dude's massive. Like, the dude is built. With that Miami organization, he should get opportunities to get plenty of playing time once he's ready. So definitely someone on my radar, someone I'm going to be watching, someone I'm going to be following for this 2021 minor league season too. So very excited for that. You guys are going to be getting updates on him throughout the season from me. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Did you guys like this type of video? What do you think of Peyton Burdick? Was it a waste of time that I talked about him? Is he not intriguing at all? Let me know in the comments, you guys. But yeah, you guys, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thank you guys for watching as always, and you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya!